You know what? There isn't really a way to start this video off other than saying my hair being this much of a mess is a good way to kind of position this video. Guys, I have to just play it because I can't explain what you're about to hear, but you're about to hear some wild stuff. Play the damn video.
Tell me how Joe Burrow's doing. I know he had surgery on Monday.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's good, man. You know, he's not even worrying about his surgery. He's worrying about jumping out of a plane with a parachute right now.
I couldn't get through the first 11 seconds without stopping it, guys. He's not worried about the surgery he just had on his hand. Or on his wrist. He's worried about jumping out of a plane with a parachute. This man just literally had his season end. Right? Season's over. You know, obviously he's becoming more of a leader for us on the sideline. You know, he's helping Jake Browning and all those players really kind of get going a little bit, you know, kind of keep this offense going, keep the system going, you know, try to help be a coach as much as possible. But he's more worried about jumping out of a plane than he is the actual game right now. You know what? I'll say it like this, right? I know this is going to be kind of weird to say. On a real note, though, this is the most positive thing you can hear. And I hear me out, I know. Because the fact that this means he's in good spirits. A lot of times, and Aaron Rodgers says this, a lot of different players say this when they get injured, is getting injured is the loneliest time you could ever have. Because you want to be with your team, but you can't. You want to play football, but you can't. You want to be able to talk, but you can't. And there's so many things you're limited to be able to do. Not talk, but limited when it comes to like body functions you're able to do. And it kind of makes you, and a lot of people get depressed because of it. Because like you're away from people. You know, you're away from what you want to do and want to like, you know, help your team out. So hearing that he says this, obviously this is a joke, or we're going to get more clarification in a second. But it is like a good positive thing that at least he's able to kind of keep up that joking persona in a time that's really just not, you know, not a good thing happening, obviously, with his injury. Because he has 6 months now, he needs to recover, and then hopefully, according to Zach Taylor, he'll be 100%, but hopefully he will be.
Now, so.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, I asked him how his surgery was going, and, well, Jake asked him how his surgery was going, and Joe didn't even act like he had surgery. He started to talk about jumping out of an airplane with a parachute.
Low-key, though, that is also Joe, though. No, I think about Joe Burrow is the most calm, cool, collect man possible. He does not sit there and worry about things. If something really bad happened, if something crazy happened, this guy's just like, yes, what about jumping out of planes? You wanna go jump out of a plane, man? Hey, guys, let's go jump out of planes. Let's do it today. Joe, today we play football. It's Sunday. Ooh, how about tomorrow? You guys free tomorrow?
Okay. So when you said this, I honestly thought for a second this was like a metaphor.
No, I'm serious.
Like, okay. I must ask a follow-up question, Jamar.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about? What?
That was my answer when Joe said that to me, and I heard this.
So he's legitimately saying, hey, now that I've got some free time, I'd like to parachute out of an airplane. Is that what you're saying?
Well, he was saying, I wonder why all people don't have parachutes in airplanes. That was his thought.
Oh. Okay. So he's not actually attempting. He's just.
No.
Okay, so that's completely different then. I swear on everything, bro. Jamar Chase he jokes a lot, okay? He likes to like lead up and see how people react to things. And he says things sometimes just to see what people will say back. Because, bro, that's completely a different thing. I love how he keeps saying, well, I told Jake this. He didn't tell me this. He told Jake this. So, you know why? Because this all might be made up. In all honesty, this all might be made up. And he wants to say, well, you know, hey, listen, Jake told me that, man. Jake told me that. It wasn't, you know, I can't say Joe said it because then the media will run with it, right? But now it's like, oh no, Jake said it. Jake said it. So, well, Joe told Jake this. But yeah, those are completely different things. One is like, hey, you know, for safety protocol, they should also probably have parachutes in the airplane. That's like a safety protocol system. Versus a, hey man, I want to go skydiving because I have free time now. Different things. I love how Rich Eisen's like, so is that a metaphor? Like, bro, Rich Eisen is trying his best here to remain as professional as possible. I love Rich Eisen. I think he's one of the sports analysts who are really good at his job. I think he's amazing at his job. So he's trying his best so badly here to be like professional, keep your demeanor, you know, like, hey, listen, this is a serious subject. Joe had surgery. He's trying his best to not be insensitive about it because it's very easy to be insensitive about an injury, right? And depending on what you say. And obviously a surgery too. You know, you don't want to say anything incorrectly or offensive to somebody. And I'm not saying like, you know, don't offend people, but I'm saying like in the aspect of like you don't want to be disrespectful to them, okay? Especially when someone goes through surgery. So it's like he's trying his best. He's walking that thin line of trying to be like, listen, I want to be respectful, but like Chase, and I love how he says, what the hell are you talking about? This man's just like that was a true Rich Eisen, just unscripted, unfiltered. What the hell are you talking about? Because that man just said, okay, yeah, not metaphor. What?
No, I don't think he'd do that. I wouldn't let him do that.
Are you saying the anesthesia had not worn off yet from the surgery? What?
No.
Like, what? I don't understand. Like, what's he talking about?
Yeah, with Joe, he's just all over the place. I don't think he's worried about his surgery. I think he's worried about everyone else.
Okay.
All right, let's recap this first off. He could be on pain meds. No, I'm not saying he could be. He is probably on pain medication, 100%. And he could be saying some loopy things on pain meds. But I also think this is a little bit about Joe. I do believe he's probably said this, but I think this is probably Joe also trying to like relieve everyone's stress and like, you know, how they're feeling right now. Because listen, at the end of the day, right now, everyone in Cincinnati Bengals, every single player right now is just going through turmoil. We're not having the season we wanted. We know players are going to be leaving next year. You know, it's not a fun time for a lot of players on this team, especially with us being 5-6. So Joe's job as the quarterback here is to make everything, you know, calm everyone down, right? Keep everyone down to earth. Make everything kind of seem a little bit less of a crazy thing going on and kind of keep the team together. Because in moments like this, when you're 5-6, this is when things can fall apart. This is when players turn on each other. I'm not saying we will, but I'm saying in general, this could happen. And so you have to, as a leader here, you have to keep this team together and feel like, okay, well, a little bit of joking mentality there. And I think that's really what it was. And again, Joe also, man, never serious. So it's a combination of the two. Tell me down below your thoughts, opinions, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.